Okay, today we will cover experiment number 5. Now, in this experiment, we are going to use audio inside a web page. Now, let's read the procedure and we'll follow the instructions. So, create a web page called as audio.html. I use the audio file in a web page with the controls. Now, controls are nothing but a different buttons that can control the video, like play button, pause button, volume button, fast forward, backward. See, these are the controls that can be highlighted along with the media player. Now, the audio file must play as soon as web page loads in the browser. That means as soon as you refresh the page or the browser, or whenever the page is open in the browser, that time only that audio file should be played in the background. Now it will start over again. That means the file should be played continuously for infinite number of time. Now we know that in audio file, we always use -1 keyword that can play any audio file for infinite number of time as long as a browser is open. Now create another page called as audio1.html, which provides a multiple source file format. Now, same for the same audio file that plays a sound automatically with the controls. Now, what is the meaning of the multiple source file? Currently, what we are trying to do is we have a one folder here called as audio files, and in that folder there is only one file having a different file extension. The sound in the file is the same. You can check the name of the first file is horse.mp3. Second file is horse.ogg, and third is horse.wav. So these are the audio file format. Now these are called as a multiple file format. Now all these files will be shared with you in the description of the video. Link will be available. You can click on that and you can use it. Now, as they have mentioned, we have to use these multiple sources files, multiple sources format for the same audio file. So we have only one audio file called as a horse, but there are multiple extensions of that file, and that plays a sound automatically with the controls. Now again, it is mentioned that the file should be played automatically with the control. Now, what is given again? The browser should display the message with the appropriate attribute when the audio file is not supported by the browser. Now, we need to understand the logic behind this experiment. We are not only playing a one audio file in the browser, we also want to make sure that if user use any of the browser which doesn't support a particular audio file format, then an error should be highlighted in the browser called as your browser does not support this audio file format, or audio file is not supported by a browser. Because when you're writing the program, you may write it correctly as a developer, but you cannot guarantee which browser will be used by the user to visit your web page or website. For example, a user can use Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari, Google Chrome. Number of browsers are there. So suppose that if one of the browser doesn't support the file format which is given in the folder, then error should be highlighted only in that browser. So we are trying to make sure that there is no mistake from the developer side. The mistake is there from the user side. So the user has to change the browser to play that audio file. So let's follow the instructions and we'll prepare a program. I will use annotate tool so I can highlight my cursor. Okay, so here I will create a one folder. This experiment is very simple, will hardly take 20 minutes. So I will write here as SOP number 5, and in that folder, of course, I need to use one audio file and one HTML file. So I will go to the new text document, double click. You can go to the file, save as, and save it as audio.html. So in the procedure they have given here, we have to use this file name called as audio.html. Set an audio file in a web page with a control. Now we have to play initially only one sound file. So what I will do now, this extra file I will delete from here, so there won't be any confusion. I will go to the file folder and I will copy any of the file format. So suppose that if I copy first file and I will save it in a folder. So now I have a one HTML page and one audio file. So the name of the audio file is the horse.mp3. Now I want to play this file inside the browser. So there are a number of ways of writing the program. So what you can do is you can use a different tag. I will explain you how you can use a different tag and get the same output. Initially, I will increase the font for better visibility. So even if you're watching in the mobile, the size of the text will be higher. So you can clearly see the content. So I will make the font something like the 36 enough. Okay, so Control S. Okay, so I will write a basic tag HTML, then closing of HTML, then opening of heading tag, closing of head tag, opening between the head tag. Again, we have to mention opening of the title, closing of the title. Every program must have this basic tag. Apart from that, I also have to write a tag called as body and closing of the body tag. This is the first page we are creating. Now, we know that in the same folder, we have one MP3 file. Now, either we can use a tag called as a BG sound and src equal to the name of the file. Any name like horse.mp3 you can write here. Now, make sure that when you use BG sound, media player won't be displayed. A file will be played in the background of the page. Now, it is mentioned in the procedure that a control needs to be displayed. So using BG sound, you cannot display the control. What you can do is you can replace the tag BG sound with embed. Embed tag is usually used to show a video inside the media player, and media player always have buttons like play button, pause, forward, backward, and volume, mute. Okay, so this way also you can use. But the another way of doing the same thing is simply you can use another tag which is given in the syllabus called as audio. So audio has opening and closing of the tag. Now this audio opening and the closing of the tag, it has a one more tag called as a source. Remember, it's a source tag. So here, opening and the audio and the closing of the audio tag is written. And source is itself a tag. It's not src that we used to write in the BG sound or in img tag. So source is a tag, and here there is an attribute called as a src. So here we can write mp3 dot. Here we have to write the name of the file, horse dot mp3. So we are trying to play this file inside the browser. Let's check what happened here when you try to play this file. Now I have not written anything that can show the control or play a file for a number of times. So when I open this page, and I will try initially using a browser, Google Chrome itself. So double click and let's check what we get in the output. So it might take a time depending on the speed of internet. Yeah, the browser is opening. And okay, so the media player is not highlighted anywhere. So where is what wrong we have did in the practical? So here you can check source tag also has a one attribute called as a type. This type decides, you can write here a type equal to audio in the file format which it supported called as mp3. So I can write here as mp3 also. So here I will save this file. Make sure you are writing. Now again, if you notice, the previously when the file was opened, the media player was not displayed. So if you want to display the media player also, you can also write attribute called as controls. Do not forget this S. Because of these controls, what will happen? A media player will be displayed. Also make sure that the file which you are trying to play is in the proper format or not. If I had copied another file, I would have written here as a WAV, depending on what is the file format here. Okay, so let me check. I will just adjust my screen. Fine. So file, save, and then I will try to play with a browser. So double click, and yeah, so the file is working. So when I refresh the page, you can see when I refresh the page, only the media player is displayed. The media player is displayed. The media player is nothing but these controls actually. These controls are displayed because of this line. If I do not write a controls, nothing will be displayed here. Now the thing is that if you notice here you have to manually click on this button. Then only a file will be played. A file has a duration of very small second, you can say. Now you can check when I play this file. A file is played only for 1 second and then it will stop. So earlier also the file was there, but since we could not click there because the controls were not there, it was not being played. So nothing is wrong in the program. The only thing is that controls were not visible. The another way is that they have mentioned in the procedure, like the audio file must play as soon as the web page load in the browser, and it will start over again every time it is completed. That means you have to play that file in a continuous loop. What you can do is, here I will use attribute called as play count. When I write the play count or auto play, I will write, let us see, we will try to use the different attribute, auto play or play count. If I just write the play count or the autoplay, we'll check what are the different attributes are supported. You can also use, remember, if you're using the embed tag, you can also use the auto start. So let's check if I use the play count, if it is working here or not, or we should use the another attribute. So I will use the same. So the file is not played. That means I have to use the another attribute. Play count is usually used to, if you want to play something for a specific number of time, like in the media, like 2 or 3. If you want to play it for the 2 time or 3 time, you have to use the play count equal to 3. Mostly it is used in an embed tag. So I will write here as autoplay. Now there is no value. There is no something like this one, like a true or false. By default, it's a true only, autoplay. So this is an attribute, and autoplay is also attribute. So now what should happen? As soon as I refresh the page, it should start playing the file. So let's check. The file is not playing, so I have to use another attribute. Maybe can we check with another browser also? So let's check. Let me open here. I will open this page with another browser called as open with Internet Explorer. Okay, so I'm getting something called as audio playback was aborted. Now this is coming because of in Internet Explorer, we have to give the permission. You can check at the bottom, you will always get a message, allow block content. Now you can check, I did not click there on a play button, but it started playing the video. As soon as I refresh the video, so the file is being played with the Internet Explorer and it is not being played automatically with another browser, Google Chrome. So you have to always be careful because some browsers, they will support a particular attribute and some browser will just ignore. So you can either continue with the Google Chrome or you can continue with the basic version of the Internet Explorer. Remember, on Windows operating system, you have the Internet Explorer also and Edge as a browser. These are the two different versions. I'm using the old one, Internet Explorer. Now, what they have mentioned is a file should be played automatically. So what I will do in the program, I will write not only the autoplay, but I will also write it as loop equal to -1. Now, this -1 is nothing but simply a keyword. There is nothing called as a -2, -3, -4. -1, that means play this file for infinite number of time continuously in the loop as long as the browser screen is open. So let me check. I will again open this file and I will refresh. So you can check the file is being played for a number of times. So either I stop this video manually, or if when I close the browser, then only the file will stop being played. So the first part is done, and it's very simple code. You can check. There is only one tab, opening and closing of the audio. Control is used, controls is used, attribute is used to show the control. So these are the control. You can check the play button and all. Some options might be highlighted here if you right click on this media player. You can check play, mute, save audio. So these are the controls actually. Here also we have the option like volume, you can mute also. So the program is working fine. Now the first part is done. Now they are also given the second part. Now this is one of the easiest experiment, having the minimum number of line. So I will just close this file and let's read the procedure for the second part. Create another web page called as name1.html. So let's create, and step by step we'll follow the procedure. So what I will do is in the same folder, I will create one more file called as, or I can simply use a file which is already created. You can double click or you can right click and open with Notepad. You can make the changes and you can save this file as a file, save as, and audio1.html. Since name is different, it will not override the earlier file. Original file will be still there. So you can check first file, audio file, the program is not changed at all, and the second file is created with those changes. So this is your first file. Now I'm going to use the second file here. So let's open and open with the Notepad. So the page is completely blank. So let's read the procedure. Now this audio1.html file provides a multiple source file format for the same audio file that plays a sound automatically with a controls. Now again they have mentioned that this file should be played automatically with a control. Browser should highlight some error message only in case if the browser does not support the audio file. So what I will do is I already copied one audio file here called as mp3. Now remaining two file, these two file also I will copy. I can copy this one by one, or I can using the shift key, copy and paste in the same folder. So now my folder will have three different file format. The sound inside the file is the same. Whichever the file you play, it will play the same sound, but the file formats are different: MP3, OGG, and WAV. So here in the procedure, they have mentioned something here. They have mentioned somewhere like we have to write the list. Okay, let's read the procedure. Yeah, the browser should display the message with the appropriate attribute when the file is not supported. And here, the last part, the code must incorporate the list of the sound file format. Like you're in a browser, you should mention what type of the files are supported. So let's check how we can do it. So this is the second file. Yeah, so I will use the same tag. So I will write here a list. Now they have not mentioned like whether to use the ordered list or unordered list. So let's check. Now this program, the size of the font is much larger. I will just reduce it so that you can see the entire content on single page. So I'm going to use the opening of the list tag and the closing of the list tag. Now you can write a heading here called as, can we write here heading as H1 and closing of H1. Okay, so you can write here as following audio file formats are supported. So here we are trying to show the list of the file format which are supported. So what we are trying to show there, so we can write there as okay, we have to write here as ordered list or unordered list. You can write unordered list also. So UL and closing of unordered list. And here you can write the first option, closing of list, not one, it's li. So here also I will write the closing opening of the list and closing of the li. Now they have mentioned only 3 file format. I will write li and the closing of li. So I will write here like audio slash mp3. So if you don't want to write this audio, there is no compulsion like we have to write it like this way. It should show a list in the browser that these file formats are supported. That's why we are writing here as like this way, audio and all. Otherwise, there is no need. You can simply write there as a, yeah. So you can change the extension file format. So MP3 and OGG, and here you can write as a WAV. This will just create the output in the browser. Check here. So it says that following audio file formats are supported. So something is highlighted here automatically, audio.ogg. So is it because of, so we have to check. Yeah, it's because of we have written here as a dot or something. Okay, by mistake we have written here as a one. So li. Fine. So now what we are trying to do is we are highlighting here a message to the user that only these file formats are supported. Why? Because here we are going to write, we are going to play this file. So let's check. Here we can write the same tag, audio, then closing of audio tag. And here we can write source. Then here you have to write src equal to, and here you have to write the type equal to not outside. Right here as audio and the extension like mp3 you are using, so right here as mp3. So the file name is the same actually. If you check in the folder, all file names are same. So horse.mp3. Now you can copy this statement and paste inside. So you can check what we have done is we are writing the 3 different file cutting. Horse.mp3. Now this one should be the OGG, and here you would also write OGG. Here also you can write another one, that is the WAV, that is wave file format, and here also WAV. So the code is very simple. Now here controls, here you have to write the attribute called as controls. Do not forget this S. Now you can save this file, and now you can check all file formats are written. So since we are trying to play only these files inside the browser, we have written these files are supported. So when user uses some another browser where these file formats are not supported, then what will happen inside the audio tag itself, before the audio tag itself, you can simply write the message, or you can simply copy the message like audio file is not supported by a browser. So simply you can write here a plain text message, audio file format is not supported in your browser. So we'll check the output. I will try to open this page in the browser, and yeah, so where we have written the audio wave is coming in the, we'll check there is something wrong in the writing the program. So here also we have written the li. Okay, so that was the problem. If you want to use any BR HR tag for more descriptive information or for the design purpose, you can use. So I will just refresh this page, and you can check the files are, this is nothing but the list. It has nothing to do with this one. This is for just for the user to understand. Now check here what is happening. We are trying to show, we are trying to play, we have written 3 multiple sources. Now when you're writing the source, that doesn't mean that the media player will be displayed. This, otherwise what will happen, you will think that okay, you have written the source 3 times, so the 3 times the media player should be visible. No, it will not work that way. Check here the audio tag which we have written here. Because of this audio tag, a media player will be displayed. Since we are using the audio tag only once, this opening and closing of the audio is written only once. That's why only one media player is displayed. If you want to show it for the one more time, then you have to write one more time opening and closing of the audio. Now what happened here is, inside this audio tag, we have also written the different source as a tag. But ultimately what is happening? Only one media player is displayed with a control. So in that control, what will happen? MP3, OGG, or the WAV file will be played. No other file, if it is not supported by the browser, will not play it. Now, if you notice, I will simply use here something called as a BR for few more time. Reason is that there is a proper gap. Okay. Right, three times. Now, if you check, this content is not highlighted anywhere. Audio file format is not supported in the browser. The reason is that because if I'm using this, suppose right now Google Chrome is used right now, I'm getting everything, but that text is not highlighted. That text will be highlighted only in that browser which doesn't support these three file format. So you don't have to check that why it's not coming. It's not coming because of the file format is supported. Maybe suppose if I'm using the Internet Explorer, if I open this file with the Internet Explorer, and you can check this allow block content, and you can check again here also it is not highlighted. So maybe you are using some Safari or maybe Firefox or Netscape or any other browser you are using, and if it doesn't support that file format, then only that error will be highlighted. So user need to know. Now right now the message is not highlighted, error is not highlighted here, so the user understand that the file is working properly here. And in case if it doesn't work, so the error message will be highlighted here. So the user will understand that he or she has to use another browser, because the problem is there in a not in the program. The problem is with the browser itself, like the Google Chrome or Internet Explorer. Now in both there is no error. Chrome and Internet Explorer both support this file format. Now remember the last thing I guess we have mentioned. It is mentioned here, but we missed it. They are mentioned here called as they are mentioned somewhere. Sound should be played automatically with the control. Now they are not mentioned that whether the sound file should be played continuously or not. So file format for the same audio file that plays a sound automatically with the controls. File should be played continuously, not continuously. They are not mentioned. So what I will do is I will just modify here, and I will write here the same thing called as a autoplay. You can check when I use the autoplay. Autoplay is properly working in Internet Explorer. So I will use the Internet Explorer. So open with, let's check here. These are the two different browsers actually, Internet Explorer and Microsoft. Both belongs to the Microsoft company. I'm using the earlier version. So every time you get such an error, now this is not error because the file is not supported. It's because of Internet Explorer. When you try to use the audio video element, they will always use the restriction of the browser. Now this is the error here. Okay, so you have to allow this block content. Click allow, and you can check as soon as I refresh the page or as soon as okay, the file started playing. It did not wait for me to click on this play button. So this is like manually playing this file, and here it is like it's the file is being played automatically. So I will upload all these programs and these three file format, okay, all in the same folder in a this YouTube video description. You can click on it, make use of it, try to use the different browser and check the output, and you can then upload it on a Google Classroom. Okay, fine. So I will just stop screen sharing and I will stop recording.